Well, over the years, we've seen the number of ATV riders in the city grow. And tonight, we're taking a look into the bike life culture here in New Orleans. Kristen Pierce has that story.
You think you move past something, but you don't.
Vegas Cola's older sister, Daphne Cola, died in August 2014. Vegas says her sister was a great mom and a great person, and the pain she feels even 3 years later is indescribable.
I always try to explain to people what losing your sister is like. It's like she was my best friend. She's like basically my first friend. Having to rearrange your entire life is like learning to walk with one leg when you spent most of your life walking with two.
Did you ever imagine that you could feel this type of pain?
And I've dealt with a lot of stuff in my life, but this one took the cake.
The city of New Orleans is plagued by gun violence, but gunshots are not what scares Vegas.
Why are they still riding on the streets in the same spot where my sister died?
Vegas says the sight and sound of all-terrain vehicles bring back painful memories. Daphne was run over by a four-wheeler nearly 4 years ago on North Claiborne as she was leaving a bar in Treme. The crash left Daphne in a coma and then dead 9 days later. She was 37 years old. Four-wheelers and dirt bikes are not allowed on city streets or the interstate. It is illegal, but recently, ATVs have been spotted in nearly every neighborhood in New Orleans, including this block of North Claiborne where Daphne was killed.
Mistakes happen, but that just was a big mistake that happened.
A mistake. That's the way ATV rider Joshua Williams thinks of Daphne's death as he defends his pastime.
You ain't got nothing to do, you can ride. You depressed, you can ride. You want to be spiritual and free of mind, you can ride. Like when you're on a bike, you're not even thinking of nothing.
Joshua says riding keeps him and his friends out of trouble.
Bikes up, guns down. You taking more bikes off the street, you just having more young, you know what I'm saying, kids and people that just on the street with nothing to do in their mind, so what else they gonna do? Besides go around killing, selling drugs, breaking in houses.
No, that's not an excuse. Just because you could be selling drugs, that's illegal too. You could be, shooting, that's illegal too. That doesn't give an excuse to ride.
To ride, but it don't. But it's just a free of mind. It's spiritual, it's free of mind. It's something you want to do.
And something that social media is making popular. There's a community of riders in different cities: Houston, DC, Miami, Baltimore, Atlanta, New York, and Philadelphia. And many of them came in town for Mardi Gras. Hundreds of riders caught on video on the highway. This illegal activity is something New Orleans Police Chief Michael Harrison says the department is cracking down on.
What we are trying to do is get them stopped, cited and/or arrested in a way where they don't flee and turn it into a high-speed chase where they either commit harm to themselves or other people in the general public.
And we know that's happened thousands of times. The latest data from 2015 shows in that year alone, more than 97,000 ATV injuries were reported in the U.S. And between 1982 and 2015, more than 14,000 deaths.
Can you imagine going to a corner where you saw the blood stains from your sister on the ground, right? That same area, people are still riding, strolling up the street, having the time of their life.
The decision to ride ATVs illegally has affected thousands of families and nearly destroyed one. Daphne Cola lost her life, but Vegas says sharing her story keeps her sister's legacy alive. Kristen Pierce, Eyewitness News.
And Darren Smith Jr., the man convicted of killing Daphne Cola, was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to negligent homicide.